great tennis matches ever played.
Roger Federer, greatest player I've ever seen.
That was simply extraordinary.
Almost not of this planet.
Good evening, Rod Laver Arena, and welcome to a huge night of tennis. This is AO Extra. My name is Shura Taft. Excited to be with you tonight. We've got a huge night of tennis with world number one Novak Djokovic hitting the court he's heading towards, trying to win his 7th Australian Open. And it's going to be a big night. Then we've got some women's doubles after that as well. But I'm joined tonight, as I am always, by Nat Edwards. Great to have you with me.
So pumped for tonight, Shura. Djokovic, Nishikori. It's going to be a cracking game. Can you believe it that Nishikori is on a 14-match losing streak against Novak Djokovic?
You know what? I can believe it because Novak Djokovic is an amazing player. But
he is.
Also, added to that, Nishikori has played some intense 5-set matches. And I believe he spent at least 4 hours more on court than Djokovic.
Yeah, he has. Twice this tournament already, he's come back from 2-0 down. The last one against Pablo Carreno Busta of Spain went for over 5 hours. So I feel for his legs. They've done a lot of hard work, so he can't afford to let this one go the distance tonight.
And then later on tonight, we've got Sam Stosur playing with her partner Shui Zhang, or Zhang Shui, I should say, in the semi-final of the women's double. So stick around for that, Rod Laver. That should be good. They've already knocked off the number one team, haven't they?
Yeah, they did in the quarterfinals, now through to the semi-finals of the women's doubles, taking on Vondarusa and Strycova tonight.
Now, in the singles, unfortunately last night, we always hope every year there's going to be an Australian at some side of the draw in the finals. And unfortunately for Ash Barty, it wasn't her year. Yeah,
look, Petra Kvitova, the 8th seed, is in absolutely scintillating form at the moment. She beat Ash in 3 tough sets in the Sydney International Final just 10 days ago, and then came out last night and absolutely blitzed Ash Barty. Ash can certainly hold her head high because she's made all of us proud here. Her first Grand Slam quarterfinal. She'll certainly go deeper, I reckon, this time next year.
Well, let's have a look at how it all went down last night.
She's had so much adversity in her life over the past 2 or 3 years. She was nearly lost to tennis.
For us, it's just amazing. 2 years ago, we didn't know what it's going to be. Nobody can tell us the best thing to do with her.
And now she has a match point to make it through to the last 4 at the Australian Open.
But she was so strong mentally, and she showed us, she tell us, don't worry guys, I will come back and I will be strong.
That was a magnificent display.
That year I didn't play here. I was watching TV when other players played, and it wasn't really great feelings, to be honest. I think from the time I am seeing the life a little bit differently compared to before.
The tennis, it's not taking too much serious like before. We just follow her, and now we try to give her back her positive attitude.
Wow, Petra Kvitova has come out at the top of her game tonight.
Did you ever doubt, did you ever lose belief that you would be back in this moment?
It was a kind of mix of emotions of everything I've been through. It wasn't really easy for me to kind of see myself being in a semi-final after everything. I always wanted to come back and play on the highest level I can and compete with the best and play the Grand Slams. And yeah, it just took me a bit to the tears, but it was a happy tears for sure.
She's got the story and she's got her game back. She's going to be one to watch, no doubt. Now, last year in the Australian Open, Nat, of course, it was Tennis Sangren and Hyun Chung who came through. No one really knew a lot about them. This year in the women's side, there's someone by the name of Danielle Collins who's taken everyone before her.
Yeah, she certainly has. This time last year, she was ranked 160 in the world. She comes here now at 35, and she has just been amazing. She beat Angie Kerber, the world number 2, and now she's in a semi-final.
I know, it's incredible to see what she's done. Let's have a look at what Danielle Collins has done at the Australian Open so far.
Not being a child prodigy, not being a superstar at a young age, certainly humbled me and made me in a way work harder for things. I wasn't sure, okay, if I could really make it playing professional tennis.
Game, set, match, Collins.
Danielle Collins gets the job done, and wow.
Well, she lost in qualifying last year.
Yep.
She's ranked 160, so she's got some big results in there throughout the year on the tour.
I had never been on Rod Laver before my match today. Walking down, seeing all the list of champions, and it's just such an honor to play in that arena. It was a once-in-a-lifetime experience, that's for sure. Obviously, it's my first time playing main draw here in Australia, so I think that's a little bit new to me. This time last year, I was playing a challenger in Newport Beach. When I lost at the French Open, I played Wozniacki. When I lost at Wimbledon, I played Mertens. And when I lost at the US Open, I played Sabalenka. So I lost to some really good players, and I did everything I could those days.
She's in the semis all right. Too tough in the end, getting through in 3 sets.
Just embracing all of this, taking it in, and enjoying the moment.
Geez, you can only imagine, Nat, what odds she would have been paying at the start of this tournament. Danielle Collins, most people would have never heard of her, and now she's in a semi-final.
And so good that she's come through the college, the American college pathway as well, which is so unique. She's got her own great story, and we hope that she can go even further. Imagine that if she went into her first final.
Well, maybe she's in that place now where it doesn't matter anymore because she's gone so far. She can just play with abandon. It doesn't matter, you know.
Swing freely. And for the others, well, we know that world number one, Simona Halep, is actually going to lose her number one ranking when the new rankings come out on Monday after losing to Serena Williams. So it's open slather now. Pliskova, Osaka or Kvitova, they could all be the new world number one in the women's game come Monday.
Well, we'll watch and see. Now, who is your winners on either side here? Who do you think the final is going to be for the women here?
Look, I honestly can't go past Petra Kvitova. I think she's playing some incredible tennis. The semi-final tomorrow, so it is women's semi-final day tomorrow, of course, 38 degrees if you don't mind here. The other semi is, of course, Pliskova up against Osaka. They both played today. That one's a toss of the coin for me. I really don't know. Pliskova's playing some amazing tennis, obviously knocking out Serena Williams today in 3 sets, although Serena did hurt her ankle in that 3rd set. But Osaka, reigning US Open champion, a lot of confidence.
All right, well, on the men's side, we know Luka Pui, amazing. He's pulled out a huge win over Milos Raonic as well, so that's huge for him. Yep. I think most people had Milos winning that one, especially after the start that he got off to. And tonight, we're going to see what happens. Nishikori versus Djokovic. As you've already mentioned, Nishikori hasn't beaten Djokovic since 2014. That's huge, and he's played a lot of tennis. But never count out a man who likes to go to 5 sets.
No, and he's obviously got Michael Chang as his coach, which is amazing. So, and he's such a fighter. He just keeps fighting and fighting and getting every ball back. He just retrieves so well. But as we know, Novak Djokovic, one of the best retrievers in the game. And geez, he's looking good at the moment.
Well, Rod Laver, you're in for a treat tonight. It's the world number one, Novak Djokovic, taking on Kei Nishikori. Let's have a look at how these boys are shaping up.
I just feel like I have reinvented my game.
I just try to fight through every point.
He's a fighter, he's a very talented player, one of the quickest players on the tour.
Well, this is now starting to be the best tennis Nishikori's played all match.
Today was the longest match I had this week, and I just need to recover.
I didn't feel so great, in the last 20 minutes of the match or so. I'm confident I can recover and I can be ready for next one.
Quarterfinal is my best result here, so hope I can.
So we are set for a huge quarterfinal tonight. Novak Djokovic. Now, we know there are a couple of guys sitting on 6 Australian Opens.
Yes, Roy Emerson.
Yep.
Roger Federer.
Federer no longer here, and Djokovic. Could he be the first man to win 7?
He could certainly. I mean, he is quite incredible. He's in great form at the moment. We know that for the last 12 months or so, he's just got to playing that tennis that we knew he could play after dropping off for a little bit there. So 43rd Grand Slam quarterfinal tonight. It's an incredible record, and we know that Serena Williams, she has 7 Australian Open titles to her name. So I reckon Novak is a good thing to go, possibly the record.
Well, we'll find out very, very shortly. Now, for those of you who are holding a ground pass, tonight is one of those nights where Melbourne United are playing basketball
Yes, go
over at
United.
Melbourne Arena, and you can go and check that out with your ground pass, which is great. A fantastic initiative thanks to Tennis Australia and, of course, Melbourne United. Go and watch the boys do their thing. So that's on tonight. Make sure you head over. If you've got a ground pass, you can make use of that. And, of course, the AO Live stage as well has been going off. We've had Bastille, Conrad, Souls played down there.
Craig David.
I was going to say, Craig David is
I'm
playing
so excited.
this weekend, so that's going to get big as well. So there's a lot going on this year. Every year the Australian Open gets bigger and better, and it's so fantastic to see the growth. Not even finished yet.
I know, and 50th year, of course, the anniversary. It's just been amazing. We've had so much tennis royalty here at Melbourne Park as well across the week and a half that we've been here. It's just been such an amazing tournament.
It has been an amazing tournament. It continues on as we head towards crowning 2 more champions at the Australian Open 2019. Will it be one of these men? We're going to find out very shortly who's going through in men's quarterfinal night, because tonight it's Novak Djokovic, the world #1, taking on Nishikori, and the players are getting ready to go. Here we go for a huge men's quarterfinal match.